Hey guys, I've played through the first few missions in Fire Emblem, which kind of feels like more of an introduction to Fire Emblem Fates, and I suspect might even be the same thing in either game Conquest or Birthright. But I just want to give some initial thoughts. It's a very different game artistically than Fire Emblem Awakening, and there's a lot of things about it that I'm actually surprised are different in than the previous game. I thought it was just going to be kind of like the old game with a new storyline, but there's a lot of things different. There's a lot of new classes. I haven't played many of them yet, but certain ones are definitely interesting. I used a ninja guy named, I think, Kaze. Kaze? I don't remember his name. I don't have the screen in front of me right now, but he was actually very good at taking out mages. So that's different. I think there's slightly different rock paper scissors fighting trees at this point. What trumps what? So it is a different game in a lot of aspects. At least in the beginning part, it doesn't seem to be like limitations on how often you can use a weapon, and a lot of the characters I've used have had like a specialized weapon, so that's definitely different. I'm trying to think what other new classes there were. I've only used during one mission so far, but I like what was basically the repeat turn person, the song person. She's an interesting character in that she's kind of the opposite of what your character was when it came to the storyline, but I'll get into that in a minute. She seems like she could actually be more useful than previous dancing people. Like, I didn't use the dancer in Fire Emblem Awakening. I just didn't. So this one looks like I probably will use her more. But really, I'm just stalling because I don't want to make this decision. I'm actually at the point in the game where stuff has happened in the storyline, and that's probably going to be backwards, but oh well. And it forces you to choose one side or the other, and these are the options that it has presented to me so far. Obvious spoilers. You got Hoshido, which is where your character was born, and Nor, where the character was raised. Hoshido's people seem chill, and they are presented as a peace-loving kingdom that is being invaded by Nor, so point for Hoshida's side. Nor is the people that the character grew up with, and they're basically the adopted family. He kind of got taken by his adopted father, I suppose, or what he assumed was his father until recently, who's definitely an asshole and may or may not be seeing things or speaking with evil voices that aren't really there. So he's definitely not a good person. So it's kind of like you're caught between defending a place that doesn't necessarily need to be attacked with some people that seem to be on the level, or side with the people that you were raised with and who you know the most and who are probably suffering underneath the same asshole dictator that everyone else is suffering under. So it's like, do you fight on their side and try to save your brothers and sisters and all that? I mean, I did buy the game to play that story where you're quote-unquote the bad guy on the bad guy's side. So I suppose I should just click it and deal with it. But, like, my conscience is like, Hoshido. And this is a video game, so I don't know why I'm having this dilemma. But I will let you know how that goes and how the main part of the game works and which characters I find myself using. I mean, there's a lot that happened in that introduction. Like, man, there was a character that was like the stereotypical, like, I'm higher level and I can save you in a pinch. And I think I used him for like one or two missions, and then he pretty much got thrown off a bridge to what I assume was his death. So, holy crap, there's been some deaths. This one's kind of dark. I'll give you an update later. Yeah, just an update. Having paid attention with this more, I've realized that Fight with Nor is the only path I can choose before that is the game I purchased. So, once again, my wallet and bank account have made my decision for me. Alright, this is what the... Update again. This is what the game says. This path allows you to test your skills and devise complex strategies while progressing with limited access to experience and gold. Is this the path you choose? As I didn't purchase the other one, I guess that is the only path I choose. It does make me wonder, though, if that's like, if the entire thing is in this game, if like all the stories and all the missions are in this game, and there's just like a key to unlock it or something. Because I guess, because I mean, I know there's a third one you could download, and it sounds like maybe you can download the other one. So it does make me wonder if you can't hack this thing. I wouldn't, but it makes me wonder.